episode 641. Thank you all for listening to episode 640, 2000 Royal Rumble, a watch along. I am Gray Doncic here with my co-host.
Barus.
Cody Doncic.
And
And that's you, fool.
Oh, who is it? And Cody Jr.
there we go.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh,
Cody
boy.
Doncic Jr.
Can't wait to
Yeah,
put this
I
in
like-
private school.
I like how Bear and I are just like cool, Gray Doncic and then Marus and Cody Doncic. I'm like, all right, guess we're still
Well,
brothers.
No one wants to be AD.
Yeah, thought it'd be Cody Davis.
Nah,
But
man.
no.
I don't want to be that bum.
You don't want to be in that Kentucky locker room.
Nah.
Sorry, I
But-
refuse to be a man who lays naked in the middle of a room.
All right.
You never
It's,
seen that picture?
No, I don't think I want to.
Yeah, that's
What you're
that's,
saying.
that's when all the rumors of AD coming out being gay.
Wasn't he with Dwight Howard?
That's the rumor.
They ain't doing any sleeping.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, as everybody's hearing, we got a lot to cover today, so it should be pretty good. Thank you, Wes Anderson, for Moments of Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on X and Instagram at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention of the live podcast. Brandon, we'll go with that deal. Thanks to Crandall Squad Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you to Sparty Steve, Great Key Merch, Paper Denim Art, and last but not least, Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com.
Yeah. Get to datingtransformation.com and get that free consultation from Connell when you mention Over the Line Podcast. And in the meantime, make sure you get to amazon.com and buy Connell's book, Dating Sucks. But you don't.
So let's kick off with golf, my favorite thing of the week. I can't wait for you to tell Cody about his pick. Been waiting for this since 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, golf this week. Pebble Beach. Rory back in the winner's circle, his 27th win on the tour. Rory McIlroy wins, had an ace on Thursday, ended up pulling away on Sunday to win. Is that a Shamrock Shake?
Mm-hmm.
They said they weren't coming out till the 10th.
They're back, baby.
Oh, motherfucker. I am mad. I
like how I just
literally just read an article today. I got a sweet tooth, but I stay away as much as possible, but I cannot resist Shamrock Shakes. They're my favorite thing in the world from McDonald's. And I just read an article literally at noon today while I was eating lunch that said Shamrock Shakes back in stores February 10th, Monday. And I'm like, sweet, day after the Super Bowl, going to get one. And now I see you drinking one. Now I'm pissed.
From Waterville. And I should have known. I do know you love Shamrock Shakes. The funny thing is you were mid-thought given your rant about golf and wait, is that a Shamrock Shake?
The only time the ice cream machine works.
Yes, that is a fact, an absolute fact.
We pull up and Grayson's like, I want a Shamrock Shake. I'm like, huh? And I look, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah. So I go through the order, spent $40 at McDonald's, and I didn't even get food. Like I was like, all right, I'll take my Grayson, what do you want? 20 nugs, a large fry, a large Sprite, and a Shamrock Shake. That's him. Kelly gets a number 7, 2 cheeseburgers and whatever the fuck. And then Keaton gets the Happy Meal and then 2 Shamrock Shakes. By the way, large Shamrock Shakes now are over $5. They're $5 shakes. But they're worth it.
Don't care. Those are the only shakes I get from McDonald's. I'll spend my $40 this year on my Shamrock Shakes and be done with it.
You're only getting 8? Shit, I'll probably get fucking 30 of these bitches.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying not to do. That's what I'm exactly trying not to do. So, well, all right.
I'll make sure that I DoorDash like Shamrock Shakes to your. I'm gonna see if I can DoorDash one right now. Let me see if I can do that.
Don't DoorDash my house because I'm not walking downstairs to get it.
And you're just like, fuck's ringing my doorbell. Like, those are your Shamrock Shakes, Bear.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad, but I don't want to walk downstairs and get it. My back is we'll get there, but my back is just getting better. I've had a heating pad on it the last 2 days, So I'm just getting back. It's literally on right now, but it's getting a lot better today. So the last thing I want to do is walk back down the stairs where I just came up from. Anyways,
Feel that?
back to golf. Rory wins, back in the winner's circle. For the podcast, okay week, not the best. 22 out of Sam Burns for myself, 40 out of Christian Bezendahoot for Jeremy, and a 48 out of Justin Thomas for Gray. Cody, we talked about Ludwig and his flu.
Ah.
Ludwig's flu kicked up after the first round, and he withdrew.
Oh.
So you, sir, got a dead last, and Brandon and Parrott, who didn't pick, got a 78 out of Brendan Todd. Would have been better off not picking.
Poor Cody.
I think I told Gray that on Saturday. It came through, and I was like, "Ooh, Ludwig withdrew. That's not good." Don't worry, it hurt my DraftKings lineup. I was sitting in first. I had a monster lineup in $20, and another $20 NASCAR for Daytona, and Ludwig withdrawing. I only had 5 golfers, so I lasted for about 27 holes after that, and then got blown up by everyone. So sucks too, but it is what it is. This week, as they call the quote unquote People's Open, the Waste Management Phoenix Open. We'll see when they cut off booze sales again. Who knows? But I'm guessing it'll be sometime afternoon on Saturday. This is the crazy one, the stadium hole on 16, par 3, where you get booed if you miss the green and cheered if you hit the green. It's awesome. I love it. Hopefully, I mean, I love the rowdy fans. I think it's fun, but sometimes they get a little bit too crazy and slow the golf down, which I don't like all the time.
Tell you what, it's a fucking letdown golf in there though when you get to that hole and there's no,
Right.
stands.
Yeah.
You're
I
like,
can imagine.
I was like, you think you're like, oh, it's gonna be so dope. You go up, you're like, there's usually 40,000 people here. Today, there's 4.
Yeah. It's
And there ain't shit. Like there's not, you're like, man, it looks like because it looks humongous on TV, right?
yeah.
And you're
Yeah, 'cause
there,
it's
like,
not set up. Right. If you're not, or if you're there and it's not set up, there's nothing, right? It's just,
but it still looks, you're like, how the fuck do they fit all those stands here? Like you look around
Mhm.
like this is wild.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite finishing few holes in golf. I mean, you go from a par 5 that you should be able to reach in 2, then you go to a par 3 that's crazy, then you got a drivable par 4, and then a easy little par 4 coming back in. So it's always a fun finish at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Such a good course though. Nick Taylor won last year. Scotty won the 2 years before that, and then it was Brooksy in 2021. So picks this week. Jeremy still has the lead. Did Jeremy make a golf pick this week?
I'll get it from him.
Okay. I'm second. I'm going with my boy Sahith Thagala. He's finished 5th, 30th, and 3rd here. Been playing some good golf, but he does play well here. So I'm thinking he's due for a W, and I'm hoping Sahith gets himself in the winner's circle in Phoenix.
Sahith. The guy.
How about you, sir?
Is that me?
Yes, you, Gray. Well, it's not Captain Withdrawal over there. He's last.
Oh yeah,
Should've
he's
put some
last.
Tussin on
Man, that's messed up. He's last, and he actually picked once.
it.
Twice. Oh no, he only picked once. That's right. Harmon, I forgot the first week was a non-fit.
Some guy that looks big risk. Maybe he'll pull out a dub. Maybe I'll put some money on him. Maybe like $1 or 10. Kurt Kitayama finished 8th here last year.
Yeah. 70-1 on FanDuel. He
Ooh.
actually is in the article of the guy who gets some pretty he's gotten me some big dubs this year. So didn't win last week, but he's back on it this week, and he has Kitayama as I'll read it for you. Kitayama finished 8th here in Phoenix last year, was rated 6th in the field strokes gained off the tee, 13th in the PGA Tour for the same category to start the season. He rated 10th on the PGA Tour last season in strokes gained approach. While certainly not the best putter by any stretch, Kitayama has gained over a stroke per round on the greens in his 8 career rounds at TPC Scottsdale. The former UNLV player is also adept at playing desert golf. So there's his write-up, 70-1. He's putting some money on him.
To win,
Yep. Which means I will be as well.
that means I'm going to listen to your guy, and I'm going to put money on him. I'll put all the
Mr.
money I have in FanDuel on there, which will probably be like $4.
That'll still be a $280 win if it hits.
655,997.
Mr. Cody Bryant.
Well, I can't do any worse than what I did last week. Can only
Oh,
go up.
you could.
I'm saying unless this dude comes out and gets hit with a beer can or something. I don't know.
Which is possible.
Right. I mean, if that does happen, I feel I should get the win.
If your guy, whoever you pick right here, gets hit with a beer can, I will automatically bump you up 10 spots from whatever you finish.
There we go.
By the way, Bear, 1725 is what I have. Pays 1,035. So all going on Kurt.
I love it.
I'm gonna go with Andrew Novak.
Been playing some good golf lately.
Yeah, until he gets the flu this week.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get the flu. His problem's been the last round. He's been killing it the first 3 rounds the last few weeks. I've been watching him like shit. I don't have any money on this dude, and he's up there. And then in the 4th round, he's choked. So hopefully he can do something this week for Cody and get himself a little top 10 and stays away from our boy Ludwig Oddberg.
Ludwig Albert.
So that is golf for us this.
Well, who's Cody Jr. pays? Is Cody Jr. putting in a pick?
Pick a golfer.
Tiger Woods.
You gotta pick a golfer or not?
I don't even know no golfer.
Yeah, fair.
You don't know a golfer.
That's fair.
Just do a day to say the white guy with the thin hair. No, okay.
I don't.
You still don't know that guy?
He knows that he'll withdraw. Cody
Wait.
Jr. is smarter than that.
Wait. How come
So wait,
Here.
Sam Burns? How about him?
Sam Burns.
Okay.
Sammy Burns for Cody Jr.
There you go.
What I didn't do this week or last week, excuse me. We need to pick our FedEx Cup.
Oh shit, we do.
Yeah. Forgot to do that earlier this year. So FedEx Cup champion for me this year. I'm gonna kind of cheat since he just won last week, but I'm going with Rory. I just think this is going to be his year. I think he's going to win a major finally and break through. It'll either be the Masters or it'll be Royal Portrush in Northern Ireland. He felt so much pressure at that place last time they played there. He played like shit. I think he's going to be a little bit better this year. So I'm going Rory here. Gray, how about you?
Give me a minute because you caught me off guard.
Yep. Cody, if you know one, and then we'll have to get it from Jeremy as well too. But just throw out your FedEx Cup champ picks. I know we're 4-5 weeks in already, so there's a little looking you can do.
Tiger? No, not Tiger. Shit.
Charlie Woods.
Maybe in a couple years. Possible. Very possible.
Man, you're taking Rory. Who'd I take last year? I took Scheffler, didn't I? And he won.
I'm pretty sure. Yep, you and Dub both took Scheffler. Cody took Henry Gilmore.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Too bad you didn't pick him this year. He got a chance. Going up against Shooter.
Again, no, that's the senior tour though, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be senior tour.
Is that what they're doing? Do we know?
I have no idea.
That would be amazing if that is what they do.
It would be hilarious.
So then do they bring in Drew Carey as the celebrity this year? So
Oh, that would be solid if they did.
Be
Oh,
hilarious.
looks like we'll be playing together this year. Or Pat Sajak, that'd be good.
rest in peace. Or no,
Pat
wait.
Pat
Pat
Sajak's
still
alive. Trebek's dead.
Yeah, I know Trebek's dead, but Sajak just
He retired.
He
yeah,
retired.
he just retired. He might as well die. He just retired. He got nothing else to do.
Well, his daughter needs to take over the show eventually because
Yeah, I agree with that.
God damn it, Bobby. So yeah, you know what? Give me a guy who won the FedEx Cup a couple years ago. Give me Victor.
Victor. Goblet. What you thinking, Cody?
Man, I don't even.
Just just pick the obvious one and go with Scott. Someone's got to take Scotty Scheffler.
Honestly, I'll go with Scotty Scheffler. Hey,
There
why
you go.
not?
There you go. Trying to help
Oh,
you.
cool. Cool, cool. I'll go with Scotty Scheffler.
Why not? Wasn't he the one that got arrested last year?
Hell yeah. In
All right,
Louisville.
cool. I relate to him more because of experience, you
He
know.
got arrested for no reason. That's right.
Yeah, I say I relate to him. You know, we can relate. Getting
Uh,
stopped by the police going to the golf course.
I love it.
Kristaps, she got fucking stuffed, bro.
I love it. All right. Quick for NASCAR. Chase Elliott wins the Clash at Bowman Gray. Love the race. Much better than the stupid ass Coliseum that could actually pass
And you were
people.
you were worried about it too. And I was like, damn, when I watched like when they were doing the practice
It
shit, I'm like,
was.
this might be good. When they're doing like their duels to get in, like
Yeah.
this might be all right.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be just like the Coliseum where you couldn't pass and it was boring as shit, and it wasn't. It was entertaining racing. You could actually pass, but it was a bigger track. Also, I realized it wasn't just a weird ass oval. Or I shouldn't say weird ass oval. It was an oval. It just wasn't it wasn't like the Coliseum where everything was rounded. So it actually gave opportunities and you could get three wide out there. So it was good. Well, we got Daytona in 2 weeks. I got NASCAR updated in the bracket. So next week we get to pick Daytona and we get to pick our Final Four and champion driver. So Cody, start doing some research.
Boy, I did better with that with the hunt and peck method.
It's
But
funny.
this week I know we got a big commercial game going on this week.
So big what?
A big game that's has a lot of commercials that is
Oh,
what I care about this
yeah.
weekend.
That's what I was going to. I was like, big commercial game. I was like, what are you
Yeah,
talking
big game.
about? I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yeah. Chiefs Eagles in New Orleans. Um, Super Bowl 59, 60 next year. That's crazy. 60 Super Bowls. And the Eagles have only won one of them. That's kind of embarrassing. Um,
Cowboys haven't won in the last half. God
ah,
damn it.
still got five. It's all that matters.
Yep.
I live in the past. That's what I do.
Well, three of them were in my lifetime, so that's good.
Three more in my lifetime too. It's
Oh
just
yeah, I
how it
forget
worked
you're
out.
fucking old like
Yeah.
me.
Yep. It's a fact.
Cody got to see all five of the Cowboys Super Bowls.
All
Cody was
five.
at. What are you talking about? Cody was at Super Bowl one. I saw him front row. He
Yeah.
he was rooting on
Old Bart Starr.
Only way they let me in, I had to sell popcorn. They
He
said,
was
"Look here,
down.
fella. If you ain't on no roster, you can't be in this stadium."
He uh he was down in the
Damn, I forgot.
locker room feeding Len Dawson cigarettes at halftime.
Right? Dude,
Hey
I
man,
forgot Grandpa was still playing.
Grandpa Al.
Yeah, still getting some rebounds. Of course, we're living and dying by the three.
Yeah, I see. Both teams must be. It's 18-13. That's embarrassing. But yeah, Chiefs Eagles this week. Chiefs are still a 1.5 point favorite. Some money's coming in on the Eagles, but Vegas predicts it'd be a close game. Should be a close game. Um, I'm, as I go and as I roll, it's as simple as it is, right? Can't bet against the Chiefs until they lose. So guess what? I'm going Chiefs, and I'm going final score 28-27. Bucker game-winning field goal.
Yeah. You see who I took at the beginning of the year, and I said I'm not going to go against him. I mean, I did obviously when they played the Bills because I was playing a hopeful game because I knew if the Chiefs got there, that's who I was going for. So go Chiefs, fuck the Eagles, fuck cheesesteaks, fuck Rocky, fuck them all. 69-0.
Nah,
No, I had
I
31-28,
already
didn't
put
I?
in 31-28 for you. I figure you're going to stick
Mhm.
with that.
Yeah, no, I'm going to, but I'm hoping for 69-0.
That would be awesome. Cody?
Yeah, I'm going with the chefs, man. I at least put them there to get there this year.
You just had the
Um,
Cowboys beating them. That's all.
I know. I tried,
Cowboys.
man. Listen, I tried. All right. Here, this was the one year everything would just fall in place. Everything would get put together, you know. I fell in the trap. I'm sorry. I admit I fell in the trap. But yeah, I'll go Chiefs over Eagles. Um ooh, what? 30 28.
All right. We all have high scoring games.
Just because I want to see Eagles fans cry.
I do too. I want this to be the second time the Chiefs go over 30 points this year.
I I saw a lot of Eagles, I shouldn't say a lot, I saw a couple of Eagles beat writers writing about how it's nice that it's on turf and now they won't slip and fall like 2 years ago. Like the Chiefs played on a different surface that the Eagles. Someone someone retweeted or someone retweeted, reposted it and goes, "Yeah, I know. I can't believe it took that was like the 8 hour game because they had to switch fields every time the Chiefs were on offense." So just absolutely roasting them. Gotta love it. Did Jeremy make a pick for this?
He hasn't picked anything yet.
What a slacker. What a slacker. All right. Well, there's your Super Bowl.
That's the
Yeah,
Super
let's
Bowl.
let's go over the Rumble. We got
I
a
thought we were saving that for our next episode.
well, I just
Since we,
meant winners losers, that's all.
okay.
Just quick with the update because me and Papad had six, Jeremy had five, Gray had four, Cody had four, Cody Jr. had three, Parrot and Dub had zero. So Cody Jr. is beating Parrot and Dub, which he will all year. Um, yeah, just
Probably.
yeah, quick because the second episode we're going to go over everything that we did, but we're just going to give you the winners. DIY beats Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Um, who the hell? I want to say it's Private Party. And I know it's not the stupid name of their goddamn tag team. Who the hell?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Street Profits.
Thank you, Street Profits. Street
Yeah.
Profits, ended up coming out and beat, or I shouldn't, they ended up beating up the Motor City Machine Guns behind the ref's back. So DIY got the win, and then ended up beating up DIY because they want their belts back. Good little story going there. That'll be a WrestleMania starter, I'm sure. Cody beat KO in the ladder match, which was an awesome ladder match.
Fucking God, that was wild.
That was pretty beastly, pretty heavy hitting. A lot of a lot of ladder spots. Those
Dude,
guys.
when he bounced
Woo!
Cody off that ladder and he just like it was a perfect sell. Like but
Oh,
almost like a
yeah.
Ric Flair sell, just straight up, straight down.
Yeah. And then
And
KO
then Kevin, you and
going
I were
through him.
like, oh fuck. When
Yeah,
Kevin went through that, like on his ear, because you're like,
Oh
fuck,
yeah.
his
That
neck.
was
Like,
yeah.
God.
yeah, that was brutal.
But
But
I tell you what, he had to have landed perfect so he didn't get fucked up. Right where it broke is where he landed. And, his feet were up. I mean, the motherfucker, like, we all love Kevin Owens. I know we all do. But, like, man, that guy could sell. And then he was on Raw last night. I don't know
and
if
he
you
beat
saw
up
that.
Sammy.
Beat up Sammy. So, it's going that with, and I thought they had fought at Mania, but they haven't.
I
I was
thought they
like,
did too.
No.
Mm.
no, they were a tag team because I looked last year and they
Yeah.
didn't fight
They were
last
tag
year.
team.
And they didn't fight each other last year. I'm like, huh. I said, maybe that's why I'm like, oh, well, we know that's the route they're probably going, unless they fight at Elimination Chamber and, end it kind of
Yeah.
there.
My
Because there's
guess
talk right
is,
now they don't have shit for Orton either. Like Orton might be the host of WrestleMania.
yeah,
Jeez.
my guess is Sammy and KO will start the eliminate. They'll both be in the elimination chamber match. I'm assuming, and then they'll just take each other out.
Well, well, right now it's they might not be in the match. Because right now it's Punk and Cena. Cena put himself in, and Punk beat Sami Zayn yesterday to get in. So
Mm.
Sammy's out. So I
Yeah,
think Sammy and KO are going to fight because he, beat him up at the end of the show last night.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw today that Roman was out indefinitely as well after the stomp, so he won't be back till Mania, which means it'll be him, Seth, and Punk probably in a three-way. Be my
So was he legitimately hurt or just we're getting storyline again?
no, it's a storyline.
Oh yeah. Roman don't work February. P. You know.
Don't mean shit.
Roman don't
Pay,
work February.
paycheck comes in April. Paycheck
Damn
comes
it,
in
Roman.
April. Charlotte wins the women's rumble, which four of us had, And in a shocker, Jey Uso wins the men's Rumble, which
Nobody
nobody
seen
had.
coming.
Nobody had in the
Nobody had
final,
him in the
nobody had in
final
the final
four.
four of what we had. So yeah, it was a really good Rumble. And the next episode after this, we'll run down the entire card in depth, our experience in Indy, all that good stuff. So tune into the next episode if you want to hear all of that about the Royal Rumble. We're just giving you the winners, folks. You gotta
Oh, by
gotta
the way,
hit that
last
sub.
last year, Sammy beat Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, and Logan Paul beat KO and Randy Orton.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I like it.
So yeah, and then 39, I'm just going through like because I was sitting there yesterday figuring it out because I didn't watch Raw, I just saw the highlights or I read the highlights and then I turned it on to see what happened in that last one. I'm like, oh, that'll be interesting to see what happened and how it ended. And KO just beat shit out of him. Um, and then in 39, that's when KO and Sammy won the tag titles against the Usos.
Okay. Okay.
So it should be, and I think we've got some Elimination Chamber matchups coming up. I know AJ Styles is going to be fighting somebody. Um, we know Cena's in. He got a bye week
They say
because he
Styles got hurt again.
did he?
That's what I seen. Yeah, he might have re-injured his foot during the Rumble.
Well, he got traded to Raw, and it sounded like he was going to fight for a spot in the chamber.
I've seen a lot of crap that came out after the Rumble of dirt sheet bullshit. And that was one of them. So I don't think it was. Same thing with the whole Drew situation.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
when
They
you and
said
I
he
watched,
got
we're like,
mad.
nothing happened here.
Yeah, yeah. Where was that at? I'm
Well,
still trying to find that one.
that's what I'm saying. When I rewatched it, the only one that could have had any sort of beef would have been Priest because he's the one that actually ran into LA Knight, but he didn't say shit. Drew's back was to it, didn't even touch him. So it's all play. It's all play for sure. It's a work. That's what they want to do. They're working the sheets again, which is hilarious that they continue to get, destroyed by that. But that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Um, and then off to our friends in the association. Couple trades, nothing big, right? No, I don't think there are any big trades in the NBA over the last
Nothing
couple
too
of
much
days.
going on.
I know my favorite here. I'll let you tell the trade, but I'm going to lead into it. We're watching. I think we're watching a Rumble after the Rumble. We just had Rumbles on and bullshit, and it's like 12:15, and I'm just reading on my phone. I was dicking around, and then I get an alert about a trade from DraftKings. Actually, sent it to me, and I'm like, "What?" I was like, "Holy shit!" And then so I go to ESPN to confirm, and I'm like, "Bear, Bear." All right, he'll find out in the morning. So I
It's
send it
late.
to the OTL group, and Bub's like, "I thought you stopped drinking." He thought I was joking, and and I was like, "No." And then I sent it to my dad. He responded, and they're like, "Holy shit!" Like nobody believed it, and Shams, they thought he got hacked, all that shit. But I'll let you lead into the actual trade itself.
Yeah,
Uh,
pretty crazy. So the Mavs trade Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to Los Mavericks for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first round pick, 2029 first round pick. The Jazz were in there. They got Jalen Hood, Shafino, and two second round picks coming their way as well. But yeah, no one really saw it coming. Um, it's shocking. Luka didn't see it coming. AD didn't see it coming. LeBron said he was informed at dinner after the Knicks game. Um, Luca Luca obviously didn't know. He didn't answer any phone calls or texts from his GM, who I guess loves dropping the ball. So I can't imagine old Nico is going to be GM in the NBA much longer. I didn't realize also that he's the one that screwed up the Nike deal with Steph Curry.
yeah,
Did
yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Yeah,
Yep. Had no idea. And then
wait?
everyone's going, they're like, how does this dude have a GM role? And this dude dropped the biggest bag of getting Curry with Nike.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think Nico Harrison's going to be around as a GM much longer. He'll probably be coaching high school basketball here soon, would be my guess.
I
I
I
mean,
love I love that they're blaming Mark Cuban too, who has minority ownership. He sold
I
the
say Mark
majority,
Cuban don't even have any
and he
power
had nothing to
anymore.
do with it. And they're like, go back to what he said years ago when he did have power, when he said, if it comes between my wife and trading Luka Doncic, you're getting a divorce, call my lawyer and get the divorce ready.
Yep. Mhm.
Wild.
But this is the new ownership group, and I think Nico's gonna be there longer than a lot of people think, man. And another thing, the biggest thing with Luca in Dallas though is all the drama around Luca. It's a lot of it is not talked about. But I mean, if you go back to the finals last year, with Luca being the biggest reason they got there, he was also the biggest reason why they lost.
Mhm.
So, um, you know, the between that, the rumors of him not being in shape or getting in shape during the season or through the season, basically taking the Shaquille O'Neal approach to the basketball season. I don't really. I honestly, I think it might be. There's more to. I think there's more to the story coming out of Dallas, but I don't think we're ever going to hear anything really because, like we said, this is the same guy that dropped the Steph Curry bag working for Nike. So, but I mean, he's got the stones to pull the trigger on it though, and he's definitely a favorite in the eyes of ownership since this move cost Luca $100 million. So there'll be
And
no
that's
supermax
yeah.
in his future, at
And
least
that's
right
why
now.
exactly why Luka ain't taking his phone calls. Would you? I mean, would
Just
you? The dude didn't talk to him. He just traded him. And I mean, if you're
and
just
you
worth a
cost me
hundred
a
million
hundred million dollars. We
dollars,
got to
I
throw
would
hands. You cost me $100 million.
I wouldn't care about if you don't tell me. I mean, whatever. It's a business, right? But also
Mm-hmm.
in business, you have to have this thing called ethics, business ethics. You just cost a man $100
Hundred
million,
million.
probably because you didn't want to pay him because of his out
Yeah,
of shape stuff. But we all should have known, and I think some people probably did, but the writing was on the wall when he took that beer out of Luca's hand after they
yeah,
won the Western Conference Finals last year. That was
yeah.
it, man. That was
So
it.
yeah, I mean, there was a lot.
You
There's a
never
lot
take
going on.
you never take an alcoholic beverage out of another man's hands. Grown
Right,
men don't do that.
right. So I mean, I think there's a lot to what's going on. So especially on the Dallas side, um, with especially they took the beer out of his hand. They cost this man $100 million. I mean, this is the face of the franchise, and they're willing to trade him. Like, I don't think I think the last time somebody that I can remember the face of a franchise being traded, I want to say like when Dominique Wilkins got traded from the Hawks.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
you just don't do it.
I'm trying to think, and I mean, yeah, obviously there've
Oh,
been
or
big
when like
names, but
Jordan got traded to the Barons.
I
That was a good one.
think he did that on his own, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he traded himself to the Barons.
right.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, if it works out, I think the Lakers are just I mean, I think they're robbing the cradle here. I mean, they
Yeah,
are.
well,
They if
they
Luca
can if he
Luca
stays. Yeah,
But if
if
he
he
if he
stays.
stays and takes this as, you know what, fuck the Mavericks, I'm gonna get into the best shape and because all he's got to do, whatever he is, we don't know. We don't know what he weighs. Coming off the plane, he looks slim and trim to me. He didn't look bad at all. Now he was wearing all black, so that could be why too. But
Yeah. I
it's
mean, he'll
it's one
naturally lose weight because he won't be able to eat any good food anymore.
that is true. No more barbecue.
I would say no more
He's
barbecue. He's
eating
gonna be
lettuce
drinking,
wraps and vegan shit.
yeah,
So he's
kale
gonna get in
shakes
shape.
and
Well,
yeah.
and I know how much you love LeBron, Cody, but you know that's gonna be good for Luca having
Oh,
LeBron.
let me. No, no, no. I mean, he'll get
In
healthy.
terms of healthy, not
He'll
I'm
get
not
healthy.
saying anything. I'm saying the
Right.
healthy.
I mean,
LeBron's
this is the
40 fucking
healthiest.
years old and in tip top shape. Like,
Right. And I mean, Nico, like, okay, on the Dallas end, Nico's bringing his guys in. And I mean, this is the healthiest Anthony Davis has been this last 2 years stretch. The last two seasons, these are the most games that he's played his whole career. In the last two seasons. I think he's played what, like 76 games or something,
Hmm.
you know. So, but man, I mean, in Dallas, they get Anthony Davis, which is he's no slouch. He's still no slouch. He's an all NBA player.
Yeah,
So,
he is. It's just
you
you're trading. It's just you're trading to get that youth. I mean, you just got 6 years advantage. I mean, you just traded away 31-year-old AD for 25-year-old Luka, and that's all my thing is. Is
Mhm.
like, oh, this team just straight up dumped me. What do you do after you get dumped? Man, you go to the gym and you get in shape and you want to be better. And guess what? It's 100% that could happen here. And if it does, once LeBron retires or leaves LA or whatever happens, you just went from superstar to superstar to superstar to superstar. You could have the next one. They could run it again. And all you need at that point, I mean, I like what they have. I mean, you have a broke man's Luka and Dalton Connect there who could turn into something one day. I mean,
Bro, man's Luca. Love that.
he's a poor man, Luke. He can't play defense like neither one of them play defense.
the big
Like,
the big situation they'll need to work on, but Jackson Hayes can be decent. They just got to work on him a little bit, but he could be all right. And I don't like him getting rid of Max Christie. I think that was good for the Mavericks because Christie's been playing well over the last few weeks. That kid's going to be a stud. I can tell you I can tell you that. But I mean, they got the talent to be there. It's the Lakers. They'll be able to get free agents. It's going to happen. So they'll be all right. But if it turns out the way it is, it could be, I mean, it could look like a really, really, really good trade for LA if they get a ring here in the next 3 years.
nah, it ain't
And
gonna
Luka.
happen. They still got to overhaul that roster. But on the
You say,
bright
but
side,
they saved themselves money, didn't they?
you got some money.
Yep.
Like, that's not even okay. Yeah, you got some money, but this is the first sign of the Lakers not being clutch sports LA. This is a beautiful thing. This is beautiful. We're getting away from Lay GM and Palinka is actually growing a set. It's beautiful, man. I'm so proud of you, Rob. I'm so proud of you, man. You went from hosting the floor to actually being a real GM. Man, I don't even know what to do with you right now.
Floor.
Now, watch him grab another young, decent talent who people aren't looking at on the cheap too, and really start turning that roster into what it can be. Whew, whew.
Oh, I can't wait, man. Like this, the roster is starting to get away from clutch sports. It's so beautiful, man. Like I just knew deep down inside that the Lakers would be the first franchise to stand up to lay bum the GM. And it finally happened. You get rid of Anthony Davis. Next step, get rid of Bronny and LeBron in a package deal. Oh, I can't wait.
Don't you feel like LeBron's happy that they have Luca?
Who cares? He gonna sell him out too. As soon as that's gonna be the thing though. LeBron's gonna sell Luka out the first chance he get. Everything is gonna be all well and
Nah,
good.
nah, bro. You know what's gonna happen? It's extending his play for at least like 5 more years.
Oh God, please don't say that.
I,
Please
dude,
don't
think
say
about
that.
it. You got a star now. You don't. LeBron doesn't need to be that guy much anymore.
No,
He
he's
still
gonna
will
have
try
to
to be.
because he's gonna have to because Luka can't play defense.
Yeah, but if you really look at LeBron, I mean, in all reality, this year, look at LeBron this year. I mean, yeah, he's had a couple big games, but he's really been facilitating. He hasn't been doing a
Uh-huh.
lot of that. He's letting AD get in there and these other young guys play
And now
defense.
he's gonna do it with Luca.
LeBron's been putting up, 15, 8 and 8, 15, 10 and 10, 15, 12 and 9. Like he's just putting up them stat lines. He don't need to score. And guess what? The
Yeah.
Lakers are winning. They're
But that's the only thing. Like Luka has to have the ball. See, they both need to have the ball to kind of facilitate. Like Luka has never in his life played off the ball.
right.
So, and you got somebody like LeBron who never in their life has played off the ball. So, I mean, if JJ Redick is what he thinks he is, I'd like to see him figure this one out. And right now, the West is wide open because it stinks right now. There's nobody setting themselves apart. There's nothing, nobody's pulling away. Uh, nobody's pulling away from the conference right now. Not like Cleveland and Boston are over in the East.
Yeah, the
So,
only one is the Thunder. I mean, the Thunder is out and above ahead of everybody, but
right.
that's it.
Yeah,
The
but then who knows how they're going to be in the playoffs. So, I mean yeah, they look good right now, but they haven't shown anything to where it's like, oh, you don't want to see them in the playoffs. Like, I mean, the West is still so close that, pretty much as long as you get in, you got a legit shot at getting to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, hell, the Mavericks made it last season without, um,
they were the
uh,
6th seed, weren't they?
I believe so, yeah.
Hmm. Yep, they were.
And they got there over Minnesota.
Yeah, and I mean
Yeah.
they're the 8 seed right now, and they haven't had Luka for what, the last month? I think he's been
Yeah,
out.
Now you get KD or KD, AD.
yeah.
Well,
AD's
they
KD's with the
might
Suns.
get KD. Who
They might
Well,
knows?
get
KD
KD
might,
too.
yeah, as I say,
We're,
they might
we'll
end up with KD.
we'll get there in a second, but yeah, I mean the West right now, yeah, Thunder 39-9. Then you got Memphis 34-16, Rockets 32-17, Nuggets 31-19, Lakers 28-19, Clippers 28-21, Timberwolves 27-23, Mavericks 26-24, Kings 25-24, Suns 25-24, Warriors 25-24. And oh, by the way, who's lurking there in the 12th spot? The San Antonio Spurs at 21-26, who we're
Who's
going to
got?
get to.
Hmm.
By the way, they're making the playoffs this year. That will
Oh, yeah.
happen. That is a
Uh,
fact.
so
Especially with
before you go,
adding Darian Fox.
all
They just
right,
picked him up.
right. I know Bear's getting into that. The Cody, real quick. Uh, career versus this year, talking about LeBron only. How
Okay.
many points does he have per game in his career versus this year?
I would think his average this year is probably higher than his career average. I don't
Lower.
know what it is, but
It's 24, 27's his career. What about assist?
his assists are a lot higher. He's like, I want to say he's like top five in assists or top
Nine
10 in assists right now.
9.1 in this year, 7.4 career.
Yeah.
And then what about rebounds?
Well, he's a better rebounder now too. He's up there. Like
Yeah,
he's
seven and
uh
a half for a career and 7.6 this year. So the dude, 40 years old, oldest player in the league, is putting still up, matching pretty close to his career numbers. And 1.7 assists more per game is worth the 3 points he's losing on the
yeah,
on the other side. Because you look at it as that's 3 points, almost four. Could
right.
be five,
But he's actually these the guys that he has around him now, shooters wise, these are probably the best sets of shooters that he's ever had. And guys that could actually these guys can actually go to the basket, they can shoot, they can score without actually, without kind of they can get their own shot. Like, do you think of the guys that he's had in the past, except for Miami? Like that was Super Saiyan LeBron. Like that's the only honestly, Miami LeBron's the only LeBron I respect because that was the best player in the universe that we'll ever see. Miami LeBron. Um, but these guys don't connect. Um, oh my gosh, the what's the other white dude?
Reeves.
Yeah,
Austin
Austin
Reeves.
Reeves. Like those guys can shoot, and if you want to crowd them, they can still take you to the basket too.
Yep.
And they got a little power. They can punch. They can punch out on you. So and they're not afraid to do it.
Yeah,
And
I mean, bringing in Dorian Finney-Smith on a trade earlier this year, I think was big. Good forward in there. Saint Hachimura, he's been playing good this year.
I
Um,
never liked that move. I mean, he's all
Finney-Smith,
right. I didn't like that move though. Only because he's too much. He's kind of more of a spot up shooter. And the spot up guys don't really, they don't really do well around LeBron. You know what I mean? Like it's not fair just to be a spot up guy around LeBron. So, but I mean, this I don't know, man. I'm not gonna fall into the trap, but they'll make some noise in the playoffs. I don't really see them. It might be a second round exit again.
Yeah, I guess what I see is, well, one, we still have 2 more days of the trade deadline. So, my guess is they're going to make another move. But like I said, I like the roster. They need to get healthy. Christian Wood, again, needs to get healthy, but the dude can play, just needs to get healthy. So I need to let him sit. Their problem right now is going to be a big. They have to go get a big. Their bigs right now are Jackson Hayes, Christian Coloco, and Trey Jameson. I don't know who the fuck that is. So those are their bigs right now. So losing AD is going to be huge. So now you're going to have to pretty much run LeBron at the 4, and you're going to have to run Jared Vanderbilt at the 5, Markieff Morris at the 5, Hachimura at the 5. I mean, you're talking about guys that are 6'8", 6'7".
Yeah,
So,
and that's what's gonna kill him. And that was part of the problem with AD, with him being 7'1", he's not wanting to play the 5.
yep. And that's what they need to do. Obviously, there's options out there. I could see him going getting like a Valanciunas from Washington. Someone like that who can just all you need is someone to clog up the middle and give you 20 minutes a night.
Yeah.
That's what you
Oh,
need
that would
right
make me
now, the rest
so
of that
mad if they
roster.
got Valanciunas. You know how long ago they could have had him?
I know, and it's way past, but dude, last night he put up 12 and 12 in the first 14 minutes.
Right.
The first
And that's
14
all they
minutes.
need.
Now,
That's all
granted,
you
they're playing
need.
Charlotte, but still.
Yeah.
But if he does that in 25 minutes for the Lakers, that's
Right.
perfect. That's
Right. And
all.
that's all they need. And
That's
they
it.
could have had him a long time ago,
And I
but they're
think
too
last,
busy. Yeah,
and I
but they're
swear to
being too
God, last
busy.
week, I'd have to listen to the podcast, but I swear to God, last week I made a comment about AD going fucking 30 and 15 and 40 and 20, and then he gets traded. So maybe Nico's listening to the podcast. Yo, Nico, cut that check.
That's right.
You just
No,
saved $100 million. Cut that check.
I mean, he's been saving Dallas money and it's been working out for him. I mean, they got rid of Brunson, they let him go. You know,
And Porzingis, I just what
yeah.
what you had, man, what you had. It's
Yeah, it's crazy like what they had.
ugh.
But then what if it doesn't? What if that doesn't pan out? 'Cause, I mean, yeah, Brunson's playing great, but I mean, what are the Knicks really? I mean, what, their first round playoff team?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of worked out.
I was gonna ask you your thought, um, back on the Mavs. So you got, you know, older team when you look at it with Kyrie, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis. Now you got Caleb Martin, Max Christie coming off the bench, Spencer Dinwiddie coming off the bench, Dinwiddie, excuse me, and then Daniel Gafford. Like, you think they still got a shot out there?
No, zero shot.
In the West, yeah.
Nah.
Championship, no.
Yeah.
But
Are you talking to make the playoffs? Or you talking about to win a championship, Gray?
No,
What was
no, I don't think they're going to win a championship. I mean, do you think they have an opportunity to at least get past the first round of the playoffs?
oh yeah. I mean, hell, they had less of a roster last year and made it to the conference finals.
I mean, yes, they do. Yes. Healthy Kyrie, AD, yeah, that's enough. If they're the A seed and they got to play the Thunder, no way, no shot. If they are the 7 seed and get to play Memphis, if it stays the way it is today, let's just say that. Let me just preface that. I say for sure. Um, no doubt about it. And then who's third right now? I just looked at it and I
Was
forgot.
it Denver? Third?
Now Denver's fifth.
Oh,
I mean, I wouldn't want to play Denver. They're the most. I mean, if Denver makes no moves, no matter what, I don't care where they sit right now. Oh, Houston, I still wouldn't want to play Denver.
oh
Um,
man, I wouldn't be afraid. I would love to play Houston first round.
yeah, I mean, Houston is just a team of toughness, but you can get by them. Now, if a Men Thompson keeps playing like he is, they'll be a tough out. But dude, Fred VanVleet is gonna miss 8 threes in a row. Dylan
Right.
Brooks is gonna get his dumb ass kicked out at some point.
Yeah. And he's never been
Segan,
one to shoot the lights out.
Segan, once he gets someone who can actually physical him up down low, he's gonna get shut down. That dude throws more elbows than I've ever seen in my entire life that he don't get called for. It shocks me. But yeah, I mean, those two teams, I could see it. Denver, I don't know about that because Jokic will roll through AD like no other. Um, I- yeah, they could do something. They could make a first round noise, but mm, I think they gotta be the 7 or 6 seed to do that. I think the 8 seed's gonna be a death spot for them. If they even make it. Like I said, you still got Golden State, they're a game back, and you got San Antonio, who's 5 games back. So
Yeah, I mean, the only thing hurting San Antonio right now is no Pop. And then you
and
get Pop, De'Aaron Fox with Wimby. Oh man,
yeah, if he comes back, if Pop comes back, they're gonna be there. And again, even if not, they're still playing decent
I
ball.
say can
They're not
they can
playing
get there.
defense, but they're playing decent ball. Good enough.
Yeah,
Um, But we'll run into that one next. But actually, earlier in the day of the Luka trade day, there was another trade, obviously much smaller in nature. The Clippers got Drew Eubanks and Patty Mills from the Jazz. The Jazz got Mo Bamba and PJ Tucker from the Clippers, and a 2030 second round pick with cash. It's just filling the Clippers' needs, right? They just need some more depth in there, and that's what they got with Eubanks and Patty Mills. They're upgrades from Mo Bamba and PJ Tucker. I don't even know how PJ Tucker's still in the league. The dude's got to be 70. Makes no sense.
man, I ain't know Patty Mills is still in the league. This is like a still in the league guy trade.
Also 70.
Yeah.
And then later in the day, the other big trade on the second. So the Spurs get De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McLaughlin. The Kings get Zach LaVine, City Sissoko, a 2025 first round pick, 2027 first round pick, 2031 first round pick, 2025 second round pick, 2028 second round pick, and 2028 second round pick. And then the Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Herter, and a 2025 first round pick
With a medium pizza, medium two topping.
and a Diet Coke. I mean, obviously, yeah, this makes the Spurs better, a lot better. Fox is obviously a solid guard, can play the one or the two. They got a lot of good young talent, and they got Wemby. Like you said, they need Pop back. They're going to be it. For me, the Kings, I mean, it's not bad. Levine ain't bad. They're still going to be okay. The Kings are still going to be there. The problem with Zach Levine is dude is a glass house. If he can stay healthy, the Kings will be in the playoffs with ease. If he can't stay healthy, they're going to have some problems. But he can score just like Fox did. So really, they don't do, they do downgrade, no doubt. Levine is a downgrade, but they also just got 6 picks. I mean, it's a great trade for the Kings. Great trade for the Kings.
Yeah, which means watch out for the fire sale at the end of the season.
And the Bulls, I think they kind of got fucked. They only got one pick, only got one first round pick out of
Yeah.
Levine. I don't know how the
Gave
Kings
up
got
Zach
six
Levine.
picks.
I'm
I
telling you,
get
they didn't
it,
get
but
anything, man.
man, the Bulls kind of got roasted. They got a dude who is, I mean, Trey Jones ain't bad. Zach Collins is okay, but Zach Collins ain't gonna play because you got Vucevic in there. And Kevin Herter, the dude is a spot up 3-point shooter, which I think they got 3 of them already on the Bulls. So
Yeah, Bulls are tanking.
yeah, ain't no
Bulls
doubt
are
about that.
tanking, and then if Sacramento doesn't make it to the playoffs this year, which I don't know, it's borderline if they do or not. Um, if they don't make it, they got enough picks that they'll be tanking. So, NBA, clear your rosters ready, because get your rosters ready, because I'm sure Sabonis is going to be on the market, and so will shoot, what's his face? Um,
DeRozan,
DeRozan. Yeah.
it's very possible, very possible. Other than that, there was a trade pick. Thunder and Hornets traded second round picks, and then just today, Caleb Martin gets traded to the Mavericks. Quentin Grimes and a second round pick to the 76ers. They're actually playing each other tonight, so they're just going across
Yeah,
teams.
Shams was he was on fucking Pat Mac and had to leave the show to break that.
Yeah, and it sounds like KD's on the trade deadline. He is allegedly doubtful for tomorrow. Jimmy Butler also allegedly blocked a trade to the Warriors, which was interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
the Warriors are trying to call everybody to get somebody to go with old Shooter
They need somebody to go
McShootster.
with stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and it also sounds like Dennis Schroeder, who just got traded to the Warriors, is also on the trade block. So Trade deadline is February 6th, so a couple days from
When you're
today.
listening to this show.
Yeah, there'll definitely be more moves. There ain't no doubt about that. I think there's going to be a lot of moves. So I just saw also they said the Cavs were interested in getting DeAndre Hunter from the Falcons. Jesus, the Hawks. I was close.
Might be a good move.
Same
That'd
same
be a good
city,
move.
different same city, wrong team, wrong bird.
Bird.
So
Mhm.
yeah, there'll definitely be a lot more trades. It's the NBA. The NBA always has the most active trade deadline ever and forever, and will always have the most active trade deadline. So
If Jimmy Butler does not get traded, he will be out of the league like Stephon Marbury. He'll be playing in China. Him and Jimmer Fredette,
Hey
they'll be
man,
teaming up.
remember Starberries? The
Yeah,
nice shoes
man.
you can get at fucking
Stephen Barry's.
Stephen Barry's,
Shout out Stephen
$5.
Barry's.
No, I wish that would come back. I still
They
got
need
my
to bring,
Pico
yeah.
from there that I had for $5.
Yeah, man. The $10 hoodies. Oh my goodness. Come on back, Stephen Barry's. Go Stephen Barry's. Get like 5 hoodies. Stop at Sabaros on the way out of the mall.
Pay more for the pizza than the 5 hoodies.
Right? It was a good day.
that's
No,
good.
that's wild.
But yeah, they'll have Jimmy. They had a Jimmy Butler's at Stephen Barry's here in a minute.
The uh so I know we got to do UFC because we got another show to get, and we're doing our best to. I don't think we're gonna finish by 9, but um just we'll get to UFC. Barrel, just let you get that going here in a minute. Um, just some. Well, you and I talked about this already. The when our truth. I got 2 words for y'all. About time. Congratulations to Triple H on the Hall of Fame, and it's a picture of Tommaso Ciampa. He's
So good.
like, I love how he does that to Triple H too when he's with him. You can't fool me,
Can't fool
Tommaso
me.
Ciampa.
Maso chop. I think that was one you sent me. Or maybe yeah, it might have been the best of our truth or something. And he does that, and Triple H is trying so hard not to laugh. So
It's the
hard not to
best.
laugh. So good. Yeah.
He,
I'm so mad
he's
our truth wasn't in the Rumble.
my favorite quote. It's I don't know what team it was, the Flames and whoever's the Flames in Conference USA. Coach is wearing a Jesus One shirt, WON. And then somebody said, "Yeah, but what was his strength of schedule? Kirk Herbstreit, probably."
Jesus. Good God. It's good
Just
stuff.
wild. My favorite, everything about Tim Boyle fascinates me. There are college legends who toss like 100+ career tutties who never see a snap in the NFL. Tim Boyle played 24 games at UConn, throwing 1 touchdown and 13 picks, and he's had a run in the NFL for 6 seasons.
Someone's got to hold that clipboard.
That's amazing. He has more passing touchdowns in the pros than he did in college.
Gotta love it.
So, UFC,
Yeah,
had
we
some
have you.
upsets this weekend.
We did. We did. Pretty good. We had old MVP beat up old One Eye. I heard old One Eye is retiring. I haven't seen an actual like true news outlet post that, just a bunch of other stuff, but I guess his doctor said that with his eye or whatever, it's messing up nerves into his brain and they're telling him that he's got to retire or literally the next punch he could take, he'll die. So,
Magomedov?
Shara. Yep.
Yeah.
So it sounds like
Wow.
he may be done. It sounds like no one will. From what the rumors are, like nothing in the United States will approve him with his condition to fight,
Oh,
like that
yeah.
sort of stuff. They said maybe in Abu Dhabi, but they said pretty much he'll probably have to retire. So he may be done. But yeah, MVP, yeah, he pieced him up pretty good. He looked really good. Um, and then we had oh, what was the main? Why am I why am I blanking on it? Oh yeah, well Izzy. Izzy got knocked out. Um, Not surprising. I didn't realize he got poked in the eye before he got knocked out and kept it going. So I guess he could have stopped and he got poked in the eye 9 seconds later, boom, gets knocked out.
Yeah, and he got hit pretty good. And then
Yeah,
we looked at it. I was like, oh, damn, that parlay's not going to work because or three of the four fights that I had picked, I picked all the favorites and three of the underdogs won. So that was nice.
yep. It was an okay
Or I'm
card.
sorry, four of the five
Yeah,
because it was
four
a
of them.
5 leg. Yeah. No, I think hold on. Because I didn't bet on the Shara fight or no, Sergey had higher odds. So I bet on every fight and I should have went the complete opposite and just went with the odds and bet that and would have won a gazillion dollars on my bet. But I took all the favorites and all the others won. Bastards. All the
Yeah, it just
dogs.
wasn't very exciting. There wasn't too much excitement on that card, unfortunately. So
No.
not great for the UFC. This card, though, hopefully we get a little more excitement out of. UFC 312 in Sydney, Australia this weekend. Actually, Saturday night at 10, so it's on a normal time, which is good. But the card looks good. So
What
let's
the
run it down.
fuck?
Oh, thank God I'm on the left today. So,
Jesus Christ.
your first fight of the night in a flyweight bout. No odds from South Korea. Hunsung Park.
Eh. Uh, from Mongolia. Niam Jargal, Pimendemirel.
Oh, the old Niam Jargle. Oh, you get a good one in the next one, too. In a lightweight bout from Australia, dude is whiter than Sheamus. Quillen
Jesus.
Sakild. That's not Sakillo, that's a D, right? Yeah, Sakild.
And from India, Anshul. I'm not going to play with Qualans. Jublies.
In a welterweight bout from Australia, Jonathan Michaelef.
From Francais, Heavy Joseph.
And in a lightweight bout from China, Rongzhu.
They caught me off guard, fucker. From from the United States by way of probably China. Cody Steele.
Going into the prelim card, we in a bantam in a bantamweight bout from Australia. This dude has no face. Colby Cheese Thickenese. Colby, you thick, girl?
Colby Cheese Stick Knees. This is a male fight, right?
Yes.
I hope so. Because the other guy's also a silhouette, matching silhouettes like a mirror. Peter Pan
Korean
silhouettes,
wrestlers
maybe.
fighting.
From Georgia, Alexandre Topuria.
In a women's flyweight bout, finally got some odds here. Minus 470 favorite from China. The old Wang Kong.
And plus 360 dog from Brazil, Bruna Brazil.
Oh, shit. In a lightweight bout from Australia, plus 120 dog. Finally, a normal name. Tom Nolan.
Also the same for me. Minus 142 favorite from Madara Russia, Vyacheslav Bortchev.
And your last bout of the prelims,
Jesus Christ, we still got to do the main card?
a
Oh,
flyweight
fuck.
or a featherweight bout from Australia, Jack Me Off Jenkins.
Minus 238 favorite from Brazil, Gabriel Santos.
And finally, to the main card, a welterweight bout from Australia, minus 218 favorite. I'm pretty sure this dude plays right tackle for the Falcons, Jake Matthews.
Plus 180 dog from Argentina. If Dominic Mysterio was clean, he would be my twin brother, Francisco Prado.
In a light heavyweight bout, plus 140 dog from, you guessed it, Australia, Jimmy Crute.
This guy looks mean as fuck. Wonder if he fights that way too. Minus 166 favorite, slight favorite from Brazil, Rodolfo Bellato.
In a heavyweight bout from New Zealand, Justin Taffa.
From Brazil, Mark's brother, T. Allison Teixeira.
Maybe that's Glover's son.
Yeah.
Your co-main event, the women's strawweight title fight. Your champion, the plus 102 dog from China, Zhang Weili.
Minus 122 favorite. Number one ranked women's strawweight. From the United States, Tatiana.
Which is funny that she's the number one strawweight. I don't think I've ever seen her fight.
I was wondering the same thing. I'm like, and she's favored?
Yeah, I've never seen her fight, so that'll be an interesting one. And then your main event of the evening, we have a rematch of the middleweight title fight. Minus 198 favorite from South Africa. Your champion, Drakus Duplessis D D P. Bang.
All right. So Suarez, trying to look her up a little bit. I don't see much on her. She's got mixed martial arts record. She was damn. Okay, here's why, Bear. Her last four fights, going back to the four ago. She fought at UFC 228 against Carla Esparza, knocked her out. At UFC 238, beat Nina Ansaroff via decision. That was in 2019. Took 4 years off, must have had a kid or something. And then in February of 23, fought Montana De La Rosa, won by guillotine choke, and then beat Jessica Andrade in August of 2023, guillotine choke. So she hasn't fought in over a year and a half.
Yeah, I'm looking. 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019, 2023, 2023. That's wild. And she's
So she
favored.
and she, well, she's 11-0 too. Like, so she must be all right.
Well, I'm
Got
gonna take
knockout power, submission power.
you get a champion at plus odds. Yeah, give me that.
I'm interested to watch that fight. I guess I'm gonna have to watch. Oh no, fuck, I can't.
You'll be doing William Joel.
I'm gonna watch it from my phone because I'm riding on a golf cart. Fuck it. So that's it for us.
Whoa,
Thanks.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
That was it for a second.
Who's
We're
fighting
back.
DDP? You
Oh
didn't
fuck,
finish. Gotta
I
finish
thought
the
I
fight.
did. Yeah, my bad. Number one ranked middleweight guy could win. We'll see. Plus 164. No, from the United States. Sean Strickland. Thanks to
He,
Wes Anderson.
he definitely could win.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks to Wes Anderson. Randall Squad Landscaping, All Work Clothing, Connell Barrett, DatingTransformation.com, Sparty Steve, Great Key Merch, Paper Dynamart, and as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Good episode, Oos.
Had a good time, Moose. Appreciate it.
Oos.
Now, come here and say goodnight, Cody. Say goodnight, Cody.